A lot of local businesses think because they're posting content and getting views that they're winning. But I'm here to tell you that views don't pay the bills. If you're a local business who recently hired a marketing agency or a videographer to take over content, and you guys have finally found some success on the content where you're hitting, 10, 20, 30,000 views, this may feel like a win. And it is. Congratulations. You've achieved what it looks like to actually grow a brand on social media for your business. And a lot of businesses never get to that point. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't end there. And what you really want is more sales, right? Because at the end of the day, money doesn't grow on trees. And in order to keep funding your business and keep people on payroll and pay back to the people that pay you, you need to be able to fulfill your service. You see, as a local business owner, you're confusing attention with sales, right? And it's the same mistake that I made when I first started. As a videographer who created content for local businesses, I confused getting viral videos, generating millions of views for directly impacting the business's revenue. Although I was able to generate them sales, I wasn't able to directly track that back to the business owner. And if you're a business owner watching this video who hired a videographer to run their content, you may be feeling this too. Well, although we're getting millions of views, where are the actual sales? How can I track this? And the truth is, you can't. And what I'm about to ask you is kind of a rhetorical question, but it needs to be asked. Do you want more views or more sales? And for most of you guys who kind of understand what I'm trying to get at, you answered you want more sales. And the reason behind that is because although you're getting attention, not all attention is good attention, right? For most of you guys that don't know this, when you post a reel, you aren't just targeting a specific area, right? You can't. In order for your video to perform well, you have to do certain things like trends, right? Now, some of these strategies in place are meant to grow your brand, but not necessarily impact people that are in your community. With that being said, you enter a broader market, right? What does this mean? You post a reel, it's a trending topic, it's funny, it's relatable, whatever it is, it goes viral. But what happens is you might have had 10% of your community actually see the video, and the other 90% was from people from India or someone from Wisconsin, and you're a business based in Dallas, Texas. You see where it gets kind of tricky, where if you're a local business like a roofing company, you're not necessarily able to capitalize on that investment of that reel because 90% of those people don't qualify. And out of that 10%, we have to hope for them to qualify. There's no real way of targeting your ideal customer. It's almost like throwing a Hail Mary and just hoping it lands. You see, what matters is targeting the right people and showing our content to the right eyeballs. You see, attention is currency, but targeted attention is what converts. You see, ads control who sees you, when and where. If you want to target real customers who are qualified and are ready to buy your product or service, you have to be running ads. If you're a business owner who hasn't tried or intended to run ads, you must be running this because ads is the pivotal point from taking your business from a struggling business, barely able to consider investments like advertisements, social media marketing, and taking you to be able to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on ad spend on certain campaigns, for promos, for new hiring ads. You will be able to grow your entire operations from simply making this small switch from posting content that may or may not target the right person and posting intentional advertisement pieces all over Meta to be able to target the right people, right? You see, when you run an ad, you're not just creating content to post, right? You're not just shooting to shoot. What you are doing is you are targeting your ideal customer by these three components. Let me put it like this. Let's say you post a video and it does 10,000 views. Great, you've built trust. You have a brand and maybe you got a couple followers from it. Now let's bring the ad into the picture. We went ahead and ran this ad for around $50 a day for 7 days. You've spent $350 on advertisement, right? That video brought in the same 10,000 views, okay? Now, one big difference that will differentiate the two by a mile, okay? The organic video that you posted that had zero advertisement converted none. The video that you posted and advertised $50 a day through our ad strategies did converted 2 at a ticket price of $3,000. Your $350 investment just made you back $6,000. As a local business, this is a no-brainer, right? A machine where you give it money and it prints it back. It's unheard of. It's a no-brainer, right? While in theory, this makes sense, like this is a no-brainer to do and start today, it does have its quirks, right? You have to have the right systems. You have to have the right strategies in place. You have to know how to target your ideal customer. You have to do a lot of things that require you to learn it. And for most of you local business owners, you just don't have the time to sit there and learn that. And that's completely understandable. You see, content builds trust. It builds you a brand and a following, but ads drive sales. 10K views means nothing if no one becomes a customer, right? And let's go back to the geographical matter. Let's put this in example. If you're a barbershop, right? And you were able to reach 10,000 people in India. And as a barbershop, you're relying on walk-ins. You're relying on people in your area to come in and pay for your services. And you can't do that if you're targeting people all over the world. You see, ads allow you to target people within your community and bring you direct sales immediately. So whether you sell a high ticket as a business or a low ticket, ads works at all metrics. There's a lot of agencies or a lot of coaches out there that say, oh, ads only work for high ticket people or whatever the case may be, but that's just not true. Whatever situation you're in, whatever circumstance you're in as a business, if you have at least, I would say anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 to invest in ad spend, then I would 100% recommend you guys invest in advertisement with the right strategies, right? Now, we've currently been able to do this for tons of different industries, different types of businesses, and they've all seen the same result. We've been able to increase revenue and help them understand the value of ads with the right systems and right strategies in place. Again, this applies if you're a barbershop, if you're a law firm, if you're a restaurant, it doesn't matter. Attention is nothing without sales. Remember, ads make sure you hit the right zip codes. Now, I'm not saying stop posting content. I'm not saying fire your videographer. By no means. What I am saying is you have to simply understand that if you are looking to get more sales immediately and directly from content, that might not be the best option to go with immediately, right? I will say create content, yes, 100% while running ads. That is something I would say is a need or a must. But what I am saying is don't go into this expecting to generate sales directly from your content because it's just not something that is going to happen every time. Now, there is those 1 in a million that generate 100,000 views and it was locally, right? That's just not the case, not always. And this was just a short video just breaking down what I've learned and how I can give you clarity as a local business owner because I understand, budget is tight. You're not able to just go and hire out an agency to run your ads. But just remember this, we live in an age where attention is everything, but the right attention is what changes your business. So stop chasing these vanity metrics that just make you feel good and start implementing the systems and strategies like ads to actually scale your business. If you guys have any questions on what this strategy actually looks like, make sure to watch this video right here where I break down exactly how I do this for local businesses. Now, remember, this was just a video to explain to you guys the difference between organic content and ads, right? By no means am I saying stop posting content. This is just to create awareness and give the local business owners more clarity on what you're doing. Because a lot of times local businesses are just kind of creating content because everybody else is doing it or because they feel like they need to, but they don't know the actual reason behind shooting the content, right? Is it to build a brand? Is it to just create awareness of your product? What is the real reason? You have to ask yourself. And 9 times out of 10, it's because you need more sales. As a local business owner, you don't have the luxury to just spend thousands on an agency. So we have to be intentional with our budget. And with that being said, I recommend you guys, if you haven't already, launch ads because it can be the one thing that changes your business and can change your life as a business owner forever. If you have any more questions, shoot me a DM or just drop a comment below on what you guys want to actually see or know more about because I'd love to answer any questions. And just remember, I don't sell a course, so make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.